Sign here and get a free education. You'll also play football. More Reivers moving on. More local guys moving in. Southwest Iowa making its mark on Iowa Western. The 4th-ranked men's basketball team tunes up in Nebraska. The Reivers then tune in against number 5 Indian Hills. Jefferson College comes to Canesville, and the 14th-ranked Iowa Western women say hello. Hello, 6th-ranked HARLAN. The number 12 Lady Titans then said goodbye. The Reivers wrestle with the Nationals, only how many? Who's headed to state? Grappling with those questions and more, the Bluff Sports Zone starts right now. Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to another edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. So, what did you make of National Signing Day? Just a busy day for the Reivers, guys just coming and going. But first, the goodbyes. Now, moving on is never easy, but moving on after a national championship, that's another story. And that was kind of the vibe, the feeling at Iowa Western. Last time we saw the Reivers celebrating a national championship. Now, before and after that special day, 16 players earned scholarships to Division I schools. National Junior College Offensive Player of the Year quarterback Jake Waters, of course, will be lighting it up at K-State next season. Record-breaking receiver, All-American Dion Long will be catching touchdowns for Maryland. 4 more signed letters of intent on National Signing Day.
It was the intangible things that these guys brought. I mean, they were a determined, committed group. You know, not just on the field, but in the classroom, off the field. I mean, they had a chip on their shoulder. They had something to prove.
I bet a lot of coaches can say that. You know, when I first came here, I was immature, self-centered, probably. All about me, you know, but as I came here, you know, talked to the players, talked to the coaches. They helped me grow a lot. They helped me with a lot of my decisions. They taught me a lot.
When you came here a few years back, did you see this day?
I wasn't even looking to this day right now. I had so many other things in mind, but happy we got to this point, and it means that I've did everything that I could do. So pretty happy right now.
I grew a whole bunch. Just being over here with these coaches at Iowa Western, they do a great job teaching you about character and just doing the right thing all the time, so I feel like I've grown a lot.
It means the world. I mean, my parents went there, they met there, so they've always been, my dad's always said, I know you're going to Morningside, even in high school. And so, yeah, I kind of did it for them, but a lot for me. But it brings pleasure to see them, like, a smile on their face.
My goal is to get you on to a better situation at the 4-year school. Everybody's not going to play in the NFL after they're done, and you got to get a degree, and for them to get the school paid for on the back end. You know, I mean, we're talking $30,000, $40,000 schools that are giving these guys full rides. I don't care what level it is. You're not taking out. You're not going to have any debt when you're done with your school. So I'm just happy to see guys move on and play, because I think football is a special sport.
And this truly has been a special bunch. Last time we saw the Reivers celebrating a national championship, and next time we see them celebrating the game of life on and off the field. In all, 23 national champs move on to a 4-year school. 16 Reivers go Division I to an FBS program. One guy, All-American Terrell Porter, as you just saw, headed to D2. Couple of Reivers landing in Division III, and 4 more players, including the former Lynx Devin Thomas, going to play some more ball at the NAIA level. In all, 23 transfers. That's impressive. And for the complete list of names, head on over to Reivers.com. Okay, so who's going to replace this team for the ages? Well, I think it goes without saying. Winning helps, especially winning a national championship. And you could say the Reivers got the cream of the crop when it comes to the local kids. Recognize some of these guys? I think you will. Titans' Alex Reed broke free for more than 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in each of his first 3 games, but then came number 4. The 2011 City Player of the Year broke his collarbone. Dominic Wilson, the stinger for the Yellow Jackets. The 2012 City Player of the Year from TJ, over 1,700 yards of total offense. Number 5 here, 5 TDs in a win over Des Moines North. All-State defensive back Jimmy Hawk put the hammer down in the Dome. The senior from St. Albert with the pick in the state championship game. Now 3 of the best players in town signed on to continue their careers at Iowa Western.
The goal when I took the job is we want to keep the best players in Council Bluffs and play here. And this year was another year.
When you see the success of Jake Waters and some of the other guys, he seems a little closer than you'd think.
Yeah, it does. It definitely makes you feel like it's a possibility for you. It's an inspiration. Jake, he's the story. He's the guy that everybody wants to be like.
I'm going to take this second opportunity to the best of my advantage, and I'm going to work hard, take into consideration what these coaches have to say. They seem like pretty good coaches. They know what they're doing.
Throughout high school, I was thinking about going and playing baseball in college, but now that this opportunity came up, I just kept thinking how much I was going to miss football, and thought that I'd take this opportunity and go play football at the next level.
We told you last week, okay?
What has happened around Council Bluffs over the last 6 or 8 years with regard to the quality of football players coming out of the city, it's really ramped up.
Gives them a chance to grow a little bit and increase their potential for what they do beyond Iowa Western, as far as football is concerned, and also academics.
What they've done in the last few years is just incredible. The opportunities they've provided for not just Council Bluffs kids, but Southwest Iowa kids in general. There's a lot of good small school football players around here who for a long time got overlooked, and it's nice to see them have a chance to go out to Iowa Western and to move on to bigger and better things.
It's a credit to the high school coaches in the area as well. They got to come in ready to go, and they've been coached extremely well, and we'll hopefully can develop on it and give them that opportunity for whatever reason why they were overlooked.
Overlooked? No more. Winning breeds winners, and Iowa Western getting more than just a couple from its own backyard. And in the end, everybody wins. Yes, they do. So Coach Stroh and the Reivers hooked the 2011 City Player of the Year. Alex Reed going to play in the slot, going to play receiver. Luke Harrison caught a few balls at LC. He's headed to Iowa Western as his fellow teammate Derek Jenkins. From TJ, Dominic Wilson, the 2012 City Player of the Year, headed to the secondary. And former running back Michael White told me he's going to try his luck at linebacker. And Brett Sprinkle as well. From St. Albert with that championship pedigree, tough guy Jimmy Hawk. The Reivers, a pretty good catch from across the river. 300-pound monster from state champ Millard North, Mike Milinkovic. And how about the coach's son, Zach Martin, from state runner-up Omaha North. And a couple of guys from the heart of Huskerdom from Lincoln Southeast. Comings and goings at Iowa Western. National Signing Day, always a mad scramble of sorts. Next up, head for the hills. The Warriors are coming to town. When we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Corum's Flowers and Gifts in Council Bluffs for over 100 years. Online specials and giveaways on Facebook.
The Iowa Western men's basketball team, a weird week. Just one home and one away from home. Now the first, a non-conference game right smack dab in the middle of the week. And the second, a statement game against 5th-ranked Indian Hills. Here's IWTV student Aaron Zach.
Iowa Western goes on the road to face the Indians of McCook. The Reivers looking to gain momentum before Saturday's game with Indian Hills. Iowa Western goes on a 10-4 run to start things off. Ryan Bowie with the 3. MCC in transition. Antoine Boyd pulls up. Indians down 2. Home team's possession. Carl Swallow to Jordan Myers. Misses. Tony Dobson with the recovery and the 3. McCook leads 11-10. Jim Morris's club 32 of 63 from the 2-point land. Reivers' next possession. Brooks to Tavion Pomley. Nothing but net. Iowa Western back up 13-11. Visitors running their offense. Bowie to Tyrone Houghton. To Michael Hudson. Back to DJ Walker, who hits the 3. Jim Morris's team up 20-14. 5 minutes left until the break. Myers with the ball goes all the way to bring McCook within 3. Indians trailing the Reivers 37-34 at the break. Second half, Dominic McKenzie drives, finds Boyd, knocks down the jumper. Home team down by 1, 37-36. Iowa Western would come back. Walker to Pomley. Nails his 6 of 15 on the night. Visitors up 40-36. Reivers would start to pull away. Brooks with the fancy ball handling pours in his 2 of his game-high 26. As time winding down, McCook trying to come back. Tony Dobinson nails the 3. Visitors would stay strong though. Pomley with the exclamation point. Iowa Western goes on to win 96-80.
You know, I came into this game and I thought, you know, if we can go in there and come out with a 15-point win and nobody gets hurt, I'll be happy. And I just didn't think our defensive intensity was very good. We looked really sluggish, and we kind of played when we had to at the end and won the thing, but it wasn't one of our better performances by any means. And it's just difficult when you have a non-conference game in the middle of the week when a big game looming, trying to get guys focused to do it, especially on the road.
I think we played terrible. Defensively, and we wasn't getting as many balls as we could get, so we have a lot of work to do.
We have to pick up our energy level. We are coming out sloppy today, and back in practice we gotta just put more work in, get some more shots up, make sure we're ready to play on our home floor.
For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach.
Iowa Western welcoming Indian Hills to Canesville Arena for a top 10 showdown. Ty Houghton and his teammates fired up. Warriors big man Jameel McKay pulls down 1 of his 18 boards and puts it back. The Hills grab the early lead. McKay down low for 2 more. Tavion Pomley says, "Not in my house." That got the Reivers going. Ryan Bowie from beyond NBA range ties it at 9. Visitors right back. Gary Williams Jr. lays it up. Hills up 4. Kashif Thomas flying up the court, not intimidated by the bigs. The freshman gives the Reivers the lead and the momentum. Warriors stealing the momentum back as Richard Amarty's baseline fadeaway ties it at 24. The Hills go on an impressive 15-2 run, and this buzzer beater by Ronald Ross gives the Warriors a 39-26 halftime lead. Jim Morris coaching up his squad heading into second half action. Indian Hills right back where it left off. Ronald Ross knocks down the mid-range jumper. Sophomore guard Devin Brooks trims the deficit to 13 with the hoop in the harm, and then Houghton, throw it down, big man. Oh my, Reiver fans rooting for the comeback. Warriors not backing down though. Ross with 3 more of his game-high 20 points. Ryan Bowie answers. Another deep triple gets the home team within 6 midway through the second half. Then this thunderous throwdown by Josiah Coleman brings everyone to their feet, including Rocky the Reiver. He's loving it. He says, "Let's go." Iowa Western down just 3 with 5 minutes left. All Indian Hills the rest of the way. This put back by Dustin Hogue and several late free throws give the Warriors a 59 road victory.
I thought it was a very physical game. Great job defensively. We held them to their lowest output of the season defensively. Just didn't make enough shots. You know, you got to shoot a lot better than we did from three. Thought we got pretty good looks, just didn't knock any in. And then once again we got beat on the rebounding battle. We have to rebound the basketball better, and it's difficult because they're very big, very athletic, and difficult to rebound against. But it comes down to those two things, I think, making more shots and certainly getting more opportunities at it by getting more offensive rebounds and trying to keep them off the glass.
With the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Chad Ani.
Thanks, Chad. So the Warriors sweep the series. Indian Hills has beaten the Reivers 17 of the last 21 times, dating back to 2006. But, of course, it's never easy. Couple of shots here, couple of shots there. Now, the Hills holds a 2-game lead in the regional standings with but 2 to play. So it looks like Iowa Western going to have to win on the road in the postseason. Then there's the ladies. The 14th ranked Reivers looking for some good old home cooking after the break.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
No team covers Southwest Iowa sports like the team at Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine. For nearly 25 years, Jenny Ed Sports Med certified athletic trainers have cared for thousands of area athletes and their schools. And our partnering physicians at Nebraska Orthopedics help ensure you're taken care of from diagnosis through rehab. If you need to be seen now, come by our Saturday morning walk-in clinic. It's open all fall from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The Iowa Western women's basketball team enjoying another fine year. Lost a rare game on the road at Crowder, looking to get back on track. Just what the doctor ordered, a homer against Jefferson. Now, the 14th ranked Reivers vexed the Vikings by 17 at their place way back in early January. Now, back in Canesville. Here's IWTV student Aaron Zach.
Iowa Western Reivers. The Reivers back in action and at home to face the Vikings of Jefferson. Looking to improve their home streak to 15-0, Leah Scott and her teammates all smiles, getting ready to play. Iowa Western not wasting any time. Around the horn to Lakota Go from way out, nails the three. Reivers on an 8-0 run to start the game. Jefferson finally gets on the board. Desiree Smith to Jet Bukart with the three. Vikings again. Bukart with another three. Cuts the lead to 2. Reivers right back. Shawnee Winningham to go as she sticks it. Home team up 11-6. Future Reiver having a good time, and so is her team. Iowa Western running its offense, passing it around. Bobby Beckwith off the screen and in the corner. Crazy ridiculous open as she knocks it down. Hits 3 of her 15. Reivers 14-6. Iowa Western with an inbound pass. Scott sets up, drains the 3. Sophomore game high, 16. Home team leads it by 11. Visiting team brings the ball up. Scott with the steal as she lays it up off the clear glass. 19-8 Reivers. Jefferson with one more possession before the break. Vikings passing the ball. Vanessa Wingston hits 3 of her 6. Iowa Western leads at the break, 48-25. Beckwith and Go combining for 7 of the team's 10 threes in the first half. Second half, Beckwith to Winningham. To Go, back to Beckwith. Nothing but net, 53-30. Vikings trying to come back. Sierra Contreras looking down low. Danielle Lofton posts up with a nice pivot. Gets the bucket, 53-35 Reivers. Home team would pull away. Scott drives to the baseline, dumps it off to Ali Carlisone. Reivers would finish off the Vikings. Beckwith to go. Hits the three. Iowa Western blows past Jefferson 70-56.
I thought the girls responded really well. The first half played really well. Second half wasn't quite so good, but I thought they stepped up to the challenge the first half. When we play together, we're a really good team when we play together, and when we don't, we're just kind of average. I thought the first half we played exceptionally well together.
And remember the men's game versus Indiana.
For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach.
Thanks, Aaron. Now in girls high school basketball, the game of the week at Lewis Central. This one went down to the wire and then some. Here's IWTV student Austin Heinen.
It's a Hawkeye 10 showdown. 12th ranked Lewis Central hosts 6th ranked Harlan. Both teams looking to claim an edge for the conference title. First Titan possession. Paige Beacom drives and gets LC on the board. The freshman takes it to the hole. A little later, Harlan up 3-2. Beacom strokes it from deep. Nothing but net. Visiting team heats up from outside as well. A little skip pass to Taylor Wagner. The sophomore hits the three. Later in the first, a pass down low. The Taylor Frederick beats the buzzer. Cyclones lead 13-11 after one. LC looks to push the tempo in the second quarter, but Harlan says, not so fast. Jordan Moser makes them pay with the layup. Cyclones go on a 13-2 run. Next possession, Taylor Lennon squares up and sinks a three. Lewis Central, though, hanging around. The Titans go inside to Aubrey Norville, who fakes one way, then goes the other. Visitors on top of the home team, 24-15 at the half. Third quarter, LC feeds the post to Norville. The senior leads all scorers with 17 points on the night. Harlan and Frederick stay persistent. Cyclones lead 33-28 after three. Then, fourth quarter, Harlan in command. Josie Esser gives the Clones a 7-point advantage. Then, 1:41 to go, LC trails by 5. They give it to Natalie Madsen. She shoots, she scores! Now, 13.5 seconds left in the game. Home team down a deuce. Senior Aubrey Norville shooting free throws. Here we go. Fire one. Absolutely. The second shot to tie it up. Fire number 2. Boom! And we are going to overtime. LC students are fired up. The visitors strike first in OT as Frederick scores and one. But Lewis Central won't be denied. Beacom for 3! Next possession, Harlan up 2. Titans give it down low to Norville. Yes, sir! And a foul. Home team now up 2, passing it around, looking for Alexis Spielman for 3. Yes! And that is your dagger. Titans once down 11. They come back to win 51-46.
I'm proud of the girls, number one. For them to be down, things weren't going well in the first half, and for them to fight back and never give in. And I told them in the locker room after the game, their will to win tonight was amazing.
If you were to describe your team's effort all around tonight, from start to finish, and one word, what would that word be?
Exciting. Exciting.
For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. What a game. What a finish. Up next, we'll finish on the mat. Next.
Whether you're a weekend warrior or on an organized sports team, however you play, you risk injury. At Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, we specialize in the prevention, recognition, treatment, and rehab of orthopedic and sports injuries. We have 30 combined years of experience, making us Southwest Iowa's leading physical therapy clinic. At our state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, we'll help you get back on the field fast. So if you experience a sports injury, you need to see us first. Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, your Southwest Iowa sports medicine professionals.
What does the world need? become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by the St. Albert Alumni Association.
Wrestling with the state finals at the Wells Fargo Arena and the JUCO National Tournament not far behind. Now first, the district tournaments are over, so who's headed to the state capitol? Let's find out. Here we go. Thomas Jefferson leads the way with 4 state qualifiers, all 4 district champs. Super freshman Colton Klingenpeel at 106, sophomore Jason Wallace 132, senior Charles Weaver at 145, and fellow senior Kenny Rod at 195. Lewis Central follows with 3 guys, Ethan Ruby at 152, and then 2 district champs for the Titans, Austin Lear at 182, and the football player Zach Renshaw 285. Abraham Lincoln's Jordan Peterson, the lone rep for the Lynx, the senior will go for the gold at 113. From 3A to 1A, look out for the Lewis brothers from St. Albert. Junior Wyatt won the district title at 160. Big brother Jake pinned his way to a championship as well at 182. So in all, 10 from the Bluffs headed to Wells Fargo land. And I will be there and have all the highlights, I mean every match, next week on the BSZ. Then the following week, it's the JUCO Nationals, same city. The Reivers took second at the most recent national qualifier and will send 9 guys to Des Moines. And here they are. At 125, Adrian Lozano placed 4th at the qualifier. 133, Seth Stander. Peter Stewart, 2nd at 141. Casey Einerson took 1st at the national qualifier at 149. Zach Bennett placed 3rd at 157. Sean Doolam, 165, followed by Dan Williams, and then Devin Peterson. He took top honors at 184. And at 285, Aaron Satterwhite. So there you go, 9 Reivers to the national tournament in 2 weeks. All right, so we got ourselves a couple of busy weeks ahead. First up, I will be at the Wells Fargo Arena, as I said, at the state. And we'll have all the highlights from every match featuring every kid from Council Bluffs, from the first round to the last. So it should be fun. So until next week, as always, for the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and I'll see you around.